Peyton Purdue is going to come out of the game. He's going to be replaced by Cole Thomas. Players take a knee on the field. It seems to be there as an injured player. Can't really make out who the injured player is. From the looks of it, looks like it's an injured Tornado. And we're just gonna step away for a moment as the trainers tend to the injured player. We'll be right back in a moment. This broadcast is brought to you by Scenic Productions LLC and fueled by the following.
Flicka's Tax Service. With tax season just around the corner, visit Flicka's Tax Service in Taylorsville, Mississippi, providing expert knowledge on all returns from 1040 EZs to corporations as well as payroll. Flicka's Tax Service. Call 601-785-6900.
And welcome back to the broadcast. So we just started the fourth quarter here in Tornado Stadium with the Purvis Tornadoes leading the Northeast Jones Tigers 28-10. Both teams just switch sides of the field. Tornadoes have the ball, 3rd and 8. The offense lines up, quarterback under center, scanning the defense. Sends it running back in motion, takes the snap, drops back, looking left, is going to roll out of the pocket. Going to fake the head, going to pump the throw, is going to be met immediately on the sideline. Going to be tackled by Jackson Flint. Going to bring up 4th down for the Tornadoes. The 4th and 3, so looks like the Tigers are gonna. Looks like the Tornadoes are gonna go for it. Looks like the Tigers were a bit lost, maybe not defensively, mentally into the game, as the coaching staff thought that the Tornadoes were gonna punt it away, but they were gonna go for it. But the Tigers were, most of the Tigers were still in punt return formation. They had to make a change at the last minute, so Coach Braddock called a timeout to avoid something disastrous happening. So back to the ball game. The Tornadoes offense lines up, and they're going to go for it on 4th and 3. Quarterback on the center, sends a running back in motion, takes the snap, hands off to the running back behind him. He's going to split the defense. Looks like he's going to pick up enough for a first down. And that Tornado offensive line has given the Tiger defensive line fits all night. Offense lines up, same formation. Quarterback under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to his running back. Going to find a crease around the right side, and he's off to the races. Going to be chased down and pushed out of bounds by Jawad Jones at about the 35-yard line. And the Purvis offense lines up again to come out with a receiver. Quarterback on the center, hands off to the running back. It's going to split the defensive line. It's going to be met by all three linebackers. They're going to be brought down at the 34-yard line. It's Hyatt, Knight, and Waite all in on the tackle. And bring up 2nd and 6 for the Tornadoes. Offense lines up, same formation. Quarterback on the center. The linebacker attempting the blitz. There's going to be a timeout by the Tornadoes before the snap. And with 10:23 left in the fourth and final quarter, we're going to step away for a few moments to hear another word from our sponsors.
This presentation is brought to you by the following. Flicka's Tax Service. With tax season just around the corner, visit Flicka's Tax Service in Taylorsville, Mississippi, providing expert knowledge on all returns from 1040 EZs to corporations as well as payroll. Flicka's Tax Service. Call 601-785-6900.
And welcome back to the broadcast. It's 2nd down and 6 here. Tornadoes with the ball. Quarterback on the center. Takes the snap, hands off to his running back. Going to plow his way up the middle. Pickup of maybe 4 yards. Ball's going to be placed at the 29-yard line. Offense lines up with a receiver. Quarterback on the center takes the snap, hands off to the running back who takes around the right side, splits the middle. Mr. Jawad Jones, who just can't seem to bring him down, as Jawad Jones going to run off the field with his right arm limping. Maybe caught a cramp off the attempt to make the tackle. So a whole bunch of substitutes are going to come in for the D-line. Darius Draft comes in. And Norman Ducksworth comes in. Offense gets set real quickly, takes the snap, hands off to the running back around the right side, finds a hole. It's going to be taken down, drags the defender. Thought it was going to be a tackle for a loss, but he dragged the defender an extra 2 yards. That was Cody Hyatt on the tackle. Going to be 2nd and 6 for the Tornadoes. Tornado offense lines back up, quarterback on the center, takes the snap, hands it off to his running back, who's going to be met immediately by Jackson Flint, who just straight up shot the gap on that play. As soon as the quarterback gave the handoff to the running back, Jackson Flint immediately shot the gap and stopped the runner in the backfield. They're going to make it 3rd and 6 for the Tornadoes. There's time running down. 7:50 left in the game. Score 28-10 in favor of the Tornadoes. The offense lines up to come 2 receivers this time. First time we've seen this in the game. Takes the snap, passes it out to the left to his running back. It's going to be pick up about maybe 2 or 3 yards before he's met by a host of Tigers. Ball down to the 23-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and 8. And I believe the Tornadoes are going to go for it. Let's see if the Tigers defense can come up with a stop. Comes up, a receiver, a wingman, a running back. Quarterback takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself and roll it out to the left. He's going to turn on the Jets against the defense. He's going to take it the distance. And the Tigers defense is not going to be able to stop that quarterback as he runs it in for the touchdown from about 25 yards out on 4th and 6. And I guess they knew they could go for it with the way the defense was lined up. And after the touchdown, and 6:42 left in the ball game, the Purvis Tornadoes 34, the Tigers 10. And instead of going for it, the Tornadoes are going to attempt the point after. Snap is wobbled, the kick is up, and it's not going to be good. And the score is going to remain 34-10 with 6:42 left in the ball game.
Hey, this is Mason Smith, quarterback and defensive back for the Northeast Jones Tigers and Ascendant Productions LLC Week 3 Player of the Game. Thank you for supporting the Tigers and tuning into this broadcast.
And as the Tornadoes get set to kick it off, back to return for the Tigers is Jalen Hudson and Mason Smith. As the Tornado just got on the board again after the long touchdown run by the quarterback. Ball's going to be fielded by Mason Smith. Smith waiting on the wall to set up. He's going to try to split the middle, but it's going to be taken down at about the 29-yard line. Well, they'll start 1st and 10 with 6.5 minutes left in the ball game. And the Tigers are going to come out in the shotgun formation. Barnes lined up to the left of Smith. Smith drops back, takes the snap.